Hey guys, this is Jay. I'm going to show you what I did to fix the gutter disaster, fiasco, whatever you want to call it. Super duper poor engineering by Ford for this gutter drain design. Okay, so this is, I put a hose on here. This was up under here, just stuck in place. No glue, no locking tabs, no nothing. Anyways, I was gonna put a funnel down here like everybody else has done, but I was messing around down here and this thing just pretty much fell off. And then I saw that there is a spout right here on the bottom of this fiasco gutter design. So I was able to put a 5/8 inch heater hose onto this spout. Now the spout is a little bit bigger than the 5/8 inch heater hose. So what I did was I put a little bit of oil on the spout and then worked the hose on there carefully by holding this top of the gutter and then working it on there, because if you just try and jam it on there, it's going to break. Okay, so then I ran the hose down to the frame underneath the van, and right here you can see those green zip ties. I put a couple of these zip ties around right here is some brake lines, and I put them there loosely so that this hose won't swing around and break off this super flimsy spout drain thing. And I put them on the brake hoses. There was nothing else really in the area for me to attach the hose to, so that's why I did it. But you can see, I mean, there's wiggle and stuff in it, so I'm not concerned about it. I am concerned about this flimsy piece of plastic breaking. Right here on this gutter, there is this, underneath this white cloth that I put on here, there is a seam that leaks like a sieve. Okay, it's just pushed together. There's no sealant on it, there's no gasket, there's no nothing. So what I did was I got this seam and filled it full of 3M 560, which is this stuff. And it's really strong, works really good. You can see on there, it's got pictures of vans and stuff. It's meant to be used on vans and trucks and stuff. So anyways, what I did was first I ran the hose, roughed it in place, and hooked it to the bottom of the frame, which I will try and show you here in a second. And ran it down there. It took about 5 feet of hose to do it. And then while I was doing that, over here in this area, there was a plastic bag with foam in it. Well, I happened to touch it, and the foam, the bag was cold. And I was like, wow, what's up with this? Well, I started messing with it, and the bag was completely, and I mean completely, full of water. And there's the foam right there, and there's the bag. And originally, I just poked some holes in the bag with the ice pick, but after a minute of thinking about it, I just ripped the bag out, and it still had a gallon of water in it. So anyways, the hose runs down and is hooked to the frame. Now underneath the frame, or just above the frame, you'll see a bracket that's got some wires going through it. I think they got some silver foil on them. Off of this bracket, there is a little, it's a plastic bracket, and off on this bracket, there actually is a hole in it to where you can hook some zip ties through that hole and around the hose. You want to put this hose in securely as you can at the bottom and at the top and stuff, so that it, you know, when it fills with water, it's going to be heavier than it is, you know, empty. And so you got to keep that in mind. So anyways, I put this cloth on here to give it some strength. I put it to the 560, and I'm going to go back over this with some more and make it look pretty and make it a little bit stronger and stuff. Okay, I don't know if you can see that down there, but it's like I say, it took about 5 feet of hose, and I got to do this fast because I'm limited on the amount of stuff I can upload. So anyways, up here on the window seam, there is a gap behind the glass, and what I did was I got a popsicle stick. This was all taped off with masking tape, and I worked the 560 in underneath the window as good as I could to seal, to put like a dam in there to make the water so that it can't get behind the window glass and rust everything out up there, because all the water that's coming off the roof is going to run right down this channel right here and just go down here and get all over everything. So in the gutter, I put some Scotch-Brite pads to cover the hole. That miniature, totally unusable, you know, way too small drain hole. And this is Scotch-Brite industrial strength. It's coarser than the green stuff. This is black, and I got this at Home Depot. I don't remember what department. It was about $3. So anyways, right here around the window, the windshield wiper, there's a hole, and water just goes straight into the engine compartment right there and will drip down on your electronics. Okay, let me go back under the hood here for a second. I forgot something. Right here is the wire hub, and what I did was I got 2 plastic bags, and I sprayed the bags with 3M Super 77 adhesive, and then just stuck the bags on the wire hub to make any water that goes on there go off, you know, so it won't get onto it. And I put 2 bags, one on top of the other. Down here is the ECU unit, and there's on the bottom portion of it is where all the wires hook in. So what I did was I put aluminum duct tape across there and put it a couple of layers so that if water does get on the ECU, that it'll just run off. I kind of did it like how shingles are laid on there. I don't know how hot that unit gets when it's running, but it's, you know, anyways. And then I put a plastic bag on there and sprayed the plastic bag with Super 77 and stuck it in place, and did it, you know, it was a quick job. I just want to get this over with. On all the connections on here, I sprayed them with this. It's LPS number 1, and what it does is it will make the connections so they won't corrode, and it pretty much makes them waterproof. This is the best water corrosion resistant stuff for electronics I've ever used. It works 100% awesome. And so anyways, get you some of this stuff, put it on every connection in your vehicle. It's not going to harm anything. I've used it for decades, and the stuff totally works. Okay. Also, right here is your fuse box assembly, and I haven't opened it up just because I haven't. But what I did was I put a plastic bag over the top of it, and I sprayed the plastic bag with Super 77 also to stick it in place. Now I'm going to go back to the windshield. Okay, I think it's really important that you fill this gap up here, okay? And my adhesive advisors at RS Hughes, they told me using the 560 that it does not really bond to plastic really well. So what they advised me to do was go along here with 3M number 90 and prime the area where I was going to put the 560 so that it sticks better. And what I did was I sprayed the 560 into a plastic cup, and then went back here and got a Q-tip and applied the 560 to the area it was going to be. Now this whole area, I had it taped off with masking tape, and stuff. I know it's not pretty. I'm not worried about it. I'll go back and fix it later and make it pretty. But actually, right here, there's the other side of this seam. I filled it as good as I could with 560. Right here in this area, I don't know how good you guys can see this. Right here is this plastic chingazo is all I can call it. There is 2 screws that hold it in place. They are impossible to get out. I had to pry this thing off to get it off there. You're wasting your time trying to unscrew it. It ain't gonna happen. At least I couldn't get it. Also, back under here, there's a big gap. I filled it with 560 as good as I could. Okay, and I mean, I know this isn't pretty and stuff, but like I say, I'm not real worried about it right now. In this gap on the windshield thing, I think I'm going to put some a piece of pipe insulation, water pipe insulation in there, and maybe coat it with some silicone or adhesive or something, sealer, and to kind of make it waterproof, because this is a straight shot to the engine compartment. I did the same thing on this is the passenger side. I did the same thing, and I went up here as far as I could and forced this 560 underneath the windshield to seal it off as good as I could, because like I said, the water just runs down here and goes wherever, floods your air cleaner out. Now on the window, the water that runs down the glass, it just follows the glass and goes, there's a really crummy rubber gasket right here. And what happens is the water runs down the windshield and just goes behind that rubber gasket and just goes into your engine compartment. So like I said, I sealed this whole area. I put number 90 on everything that I could get at, and then to prime it. And then I put 560 on there. Yeah, it's not pretty, but I mean, Ford really didn't leave me any chance. I've wasted 2 months of my time doing this stuff, and I got to haul ass because I'm just about out of time. So anyways, there is what I did for this. This is the passenger side. Also, back here, there is the antenna wire. And I put it, somebody else posted on there that's a straight shot into your cab with water running down that, and they were right, because mine had mud all over it. There's the box with the turd on it and stuff. Take this, when you're doing air cleaner changes or whatever, take this screw out right here, and this is the windshield filler. Just move it over. Also, pull this is the turbo intake. Undo these hose clamps, there's 2 of them, and this whole hose will just move off over here to the side, and that way you have plenty of room to get the turd in there and stuff, and way easier. You absolutely have to put a clean rag over the turbo intake that's down at the bottom, because if you drop something in there, good luck. It's going to be hard to get it out. Also, on this side, I hooked the hose to, I'm not sure what this hose is. I think it's a water intake for the heater or something. I put a couple of zip ties there to hold it. Now, I'm running out of time here, so I got to haul ass. Oops. And I'm going to show you underneath the engine. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. I don't know, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and show you how I hooked it to the frame. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see that stuff, but there is what I did. You might be able to see that's where that where you can hook to the wire bundle and stuff. And I just used zip ties. I got it running out. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see this. I can't see the camera view, so I don't know, and I'm not crawling under there. Also, up here on this gutter, putting the 560 on there made this piece of junk plastic gutter much, much stronger. Oh shit, I gotta go, bye.